your Sweeping Up Spirits combined horoscope tarot for today, for the rest of the week, actually. So sit back and relax. Okay. So, this where it's stable enough right here. Okay, so yes. Okay, so you can make a basic choice. I think it'll be easier to do it this way. A basic choice between this, which is hematite, and this, which is goldstone. So while you're making a choice there, I'm going to go ahead and go through what's going on astrologically. So Aquarius, your 8th house is dominant, and you are going through a time period where your sensuality is coming out really strongly. You are sensual. You are all about the pursuit of physical activity as well as pleasure during this time period, if not all the time. And intense sexuality is what's marked by this time. With this 8th house dominance, it just is showing how educated you are in the laws of nature. And also a bit of instability is like a warning, I guess. I guess to someone who would be looking at the chart for Aquarius right now. Leo, your 2nd house is dominant, so there's some money matters. These issues are definitely going to come up as periods where you could be challenged in some way. Aries, your 11th house is dominant. So Lilith has you in a situation where your mischievous side is likely coming through on some level, pertaining to something that you desire. There's also the probability of high politically related distinctions being handed out to some of the Aries out here. Taurus, Vesta is in your sign. So it's work, work, work. Of course, Taurus is going to make room for some type of play, even if it's just sitting down to relax and just get your grub on and just come together with others during any downtime. Gemini, your 12th house of secrets is definitely prominent right now. Cancer, your 1st house of appearances is prominent. Scorpio, your 2nd house, it's your vertex, your 2nd descendant, is prominent. Literature for Scorpio is something that is magnified right now. Your interest in literature, Scorpio, that's going to come through as far as what is appealing to you right now. Libra, your fifth house of fun is dominant. Virgo, it's all about home matters in your fourth house. Sagittarius, it's health and daily routine that is coming up for you. Capricorn, your seventh house of partnerships. And Pisces, your midheaven, your 10th house, shows a very tremendous leaning towards unbalanced aggressiveness. So if you are aggressive about something, if you're feeling aggressive, that's likely to come through during this time. So just to loop back around to Aquarius, there is within the stars, there's a reflection of erratic behavior that's changing with mood, with your moods, Aquarius. So that's something that's coming out for you. So I'm going to do a little delving as far as tarot wise. And of course, Grown Folks Tarot, in this reading, I'm going to talk about between your choices, what is coming up for you. So if you chose the hematite, it is highly likely that someone wants to hit it and quit it or stick with it. Also, if you chose the goldstone, someone wants to hit it and quit it or stick with it. The important thing is that there is some definite sexual attraction that's coming on. So in this Grown Folks tarot reading, I just want to go over who's very sexually attracted to you right now. So if you chose the hematite, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Cancer, Pisces, one of these is ready to hit it and quit it with you or stick with it. So it's something that's definitely coming up as far as strong sign connections or signs that have an eye out for you, a definite eye out for you. Now, if you chose the goldstone, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo, one of these signs wants, or more than one, wants to hit it and quit it or stick with it after hitting it. So I'm going to do a little bit of reading in here with the astrology. So the first sign that we're going to go with is Aquarius. So here's the card that's coming up. I'm going to take a closer look at it here. And this is the Five of Wands that's coming up here. So just to delve down and connect it, the 8th house dealing with taboo, that's what's going on. So it could be something kinky going on with you, or as far as a situation that's in fact relevant, whether it's in your daydreams or whether it's something you're actually doing. It is coming up with this card. So to make a connection there, again, with this 5 that's coming up, there is some type of competitive struggle, and that could have something to do with whoever you are likely to become involved with, or if you're involved already with this person, struggle is playing a part in what you're doing. And I mean, it could be something that, you know, you basically aren't condoning, but it's definitely coming up as being something around you. So just keep that in mind with any erratic behavior. I mean, because it could cause moodiness to have to go through constant struggle. You know, I mean, they say it builds character. And I mean, I don't doubt that. It's just, you know, it can be a bit brutal. Leo. So this is the Strength card. Yeah. And it's coming up for Leo. Leo is dealing with some type of second house issue that is related to something financial. And again, the Strength card is coming up. So tying those, we want to tie those together in some capacity. So there's something definitely that you're going to need some strength to deal with financially, Leo. And what else is going on just to tie it together astrologically? I'm sure it's going to be something that's pinpointed almost immediately within your mind, because that's how I think when I hear something that applies to my sign, like now. I have a lot of notes that I'm tying together. So thanks for bearing with me. So anything that is a trial for you now, Leo, your strength is going to help you to be able to deal with. And that's what I'm gleaning from this card coming up now. Definitely. You're going to want to pull from your deepest recesses and just apply the courage that you have. You know, and if it's really, really difficult, you definitely are going to want to try to roll with it, because there's room for growth. Just tackle one piece of the puzzle at a time. Okay, Aries, you have an 11th house Lilith connection with this card right here, which is the Queen of Wands. So you are definitely likely to be a part of a group. There could be some heavy expectation weighing on you, Aries. And that is going to be how we apply that Queen of Wands that's coming up. So, Aries, the fact that you're a doer, that's where I would see this tying in. your friends know you're a doer. Your business partners, whoever you're rolling with, they know you're a doer. So they're definitely looking up to you. Whoever you're working with or working for, or if you're just working solo, you're doing things. And that is in itself speaking volumes, because that means you're making moves on behalf of what you want to do, and it's probably going to be group related due to the fact that it's something having to do with numbers of people. It could be you're trying to help people. That is definitely where you're channeling some energy. So Taurus, the Ace of Wands. Okay. That's what's coming up. So you're taking a major step, and it's going to facilitate an entire chain of events. So that's definitely going to be a big move, a big decision, something huge that you're setting off. So that's what's coming up with Taurus. Gemini, your 12th house is the focus astrologically, and the Emperor is the card that's coming up. There is power. You're able to pull the plug, so to speak, with something, or plug the plug in, push it in, so to speak. Conviction may be on your heart big time, Gemini, because there's a 12th house issue, and that usually has to do with something that's on the low, pretty secretive. And that's what's popping up for you. Cancer. So what is this? This is the Queen of Pentacles coming up for you. And astrologically, Cancer, you are in your first house. So how would this tie in? So, what's going on with you, Cancer, is you're likely going through something that is growth related. And people can't help but notice, because that first house is pretty evident. Your reactions, they're pretty much being put on display, Cancer. And that's what I gather from this card coming up, and from your first house being quite dominant, majorly. So what is the next sign I was going to pull up? I'm going to go with Scorpio here. And this is the Temperance card that's coming up. So you're dealing with moderation. You're trying to be accommodating, not necessarily something that you are too often. A lot of people would say it's just whatever you're deciding. If you want to be frugal right now, that's going to go along with the territory for some of the Scorpios. And what house was it? The second descendant. So there's a studious implication there, and that's what's going on with Scorpio. Brief intermission here. So the next sign that I'm going to go with is, where were we? What is the Libra. Libra, there's a fifth house dominance. So entertainment is going to probably be something that is taking up your time, or that you're pursuing a little bit. The Judgment card is coming up in relation to whatever's going on in the world of entertainment for you, Libra. So to tie that together, there's definitely some issue of outcome that is relevant with you. So whether that had something to do with winning or losing a bet, as far as with the Chiefs or anything like that, you are in a position to be continuously entertained, Libra. Virgo, there's a fourth house dominance, and I see a happy card. This is the 10 of Cups. So that's what's relevant for you in your home life. So just to tie that together, that's some definite cool time in the crib. That's what like when you tie in the 10 of Cups with that spiritually and emotionally, that is going to be some stimulation. Whatever you're gravitating towards, the beneficial things, that's going to stroke your spiritual side, stroke your emotional side right now. So that's home sweet home, Virgo, in action. And Sagittarius. So this is the High Priestess coming up for you in your 6th house, Sagittarius. going to have something to do with something mysterious. So someone's probably raising his or her eyebrows right now, going, something's going on with you, Sagittarius. You are, quite appetizing when it comes to drawing people through mystery. So whatever's going on, you could be delving in deeper with any hypotheses that you're having, health hypotheses, or let's see what someone's doing as far as daily routine wise. You could be finding out quite a bit there, Sagittarius. And Capricorn, the Hermit card is coming up. So Capricorn has a 7th house dominance. And the Hermit card is, we want to break that down. So the Hermit card can stand for treason, or corruption, or just someone with some rogue energy, or just someone taking some time out to recover from something. So whatever's going on with a partner maybe having some vibrations that you find a little bit, if not challenging. You could even find something disruptive going on. So now's definitely the time to look into it, or keep your eyes and ears open, Capricorn, because being as competitive as many of you are, you definitely might end up, catching some competition trying to go through the back door somewhere. So, you just want to keep an eye on things as usual, Capricorn. And Pisces. Pisces has some aggression that's ready to come out, be permeated. So this is the pentacle, the 8. It's 8 pentacles. So with the 10th house, we just want to tie in this pentacle card and get some insight. So you think career, that's where you are, or some sensitive issue with career, possibly. You're taking charge of a situation that could definitely affect your career in some way, shape, or form, Pisces. And that is how this card is relevant at this point in time. I do hope that you have enjoyed viewing, and I hope to see you subscribing. And that's all the signs for today.